The LeBron James era with the Los Angeles Lakers has not been the smoothest ride. After winning a championship in year 2, the Lakers front office have been unable to put the right pieces around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But now with a new head coach and some key additions, there are 4 reasons why this team will be dominant in the 2025 season. And the first has everything to do with LeBron James. Even though he's 39 years old, LeBron James is still a top 10 player in the league. And last season, he did something that he's never done before. LeBron shot a staggering 41% from deep, which is his most efficient season to date, and the volume's there too, attempting over 5 a game. The added 3-point shooting was put on full display in a comeback game against the Clippers, where the Lakers were down by as much as 21 points and came back to win. In years past, Norman Powell wouldn't have gone for this pump fake, but because of the improved shooting of LeBron, he does, leaving James wide open for 3. This time off the D'Angelo Russell pass, PJ Tucker makes an excellent closeout, but it doesn't matter. With time not on their side, the Lakers would continue to lean on LeBron James to get back into the game. Here, LeBron takes and makes this ridiculous heat check shot, which cut the deficit down to just 9 points. Every aspect of his game was on full display down the stretch. As here, he drives to draw the help and then sprays it back out to D'Lo for 3. Then LeBron attacks the paint, making this tough finish over Plumlee. When James is feeling it from outside, there's virtually no answer to stop him. As here, he takes a 30-footer and buries it. But even when he got it going from outside, he did not get caught up in the moment, as he continued his relentless paint onslaught. As here, after a missed shot, he gets it back for some second chance points. Even as he approaches 40 years old, LeBron is still hustling on the floor. The Clippers would then make an adjustment, putting some size on James with Daniel Tice. However, this simply was not going to be the right answer. As here, LeBron creates the separation and knocks it down. James was simply unstoppable down the stretch of this game. As here, after a cross-court pass from James, D'Lo was good enough to knock it down. And then shortly after, it would be Rui Hachimura who would seal this game with 2 tough buckets. With LeBron actually being amongst the game's best 3-point shooters last season, it completely opened up his game and created space for his teammates to cut into, as Coach Darvin Ham wasn't able to create a good enough offensive system for this Lakers team to succeed. However, JJ Redick has a plan. The second reason why this Lakers team will be contenders next season is because of the way JJ Redick plans to coach this team. In JJ's first press conference as the Lakers coach, he spoke about the changes that he's going to implement to make this Lakers team title contenders once again.
As we sort of build out our offensive system and how we're going to play, when we start incorporating movement and cutting, Roy can be an excellent cutter, and part of that is because we're going to manipulate screening angles. He's going to get mismatches. He can really score at the basket if he has smaller players on him.
I think this is super important, as we all know what LeBron James and Anthony Davis are going to give you on a night-to-night basis, but it's the role players and the guys coming off the bench that will need to have a clearer vision than last season, knowing exactly what it is that they need to do to help the team win. Whenever Rui was cutting to the basket last season, good things were happening for the Lakers, and especially if JJ's offensive game plan can help him get mismatches, this will be a very effective strategy, not only in transition, but in the half court also. This is the shot chart for Rui last season. The first thing to notice is the high efficiency at the cup, which came from these backdoor cuts or getting mismatches. And the second point of interest is the high level 3-point shooting in the corners. Rui is a perfect fit to be an offensive weapon in the corners, either spotting up or cutting backdoor for layups. As once LeBron makes the entry pass to Davis, the defense collapses and AD makes the pass to Rui for 2. Here a similar play, this time in the dunker spot, as Austin Reeves finds him for the slam. But when the paint is still filled after the dribble penetration, Rui will stay in the corner. And here Austin Reeves finds him. Here LeBron gets the mismatch with Gary Payton. And once Draymond Green comes over to help, James instantly finds Rui backdoor for 2. With mismatches, Rui is an efficient scorer in the post, as here he completely loses Malik Beasley with the spin move. Here with the mismatch with Norman Powell, Rui uses his mix of strength and quickness to create enough separation to finish at the rim. Austin Reeves is also a guy to be looking out for next season, as every season so far with the Lakers, he's had improvements. Even though he had a rough start to the season last year and even spent some time coming off the bench, I don't think there should be any doubt that Reeves is the right guy to start for the Lakers moving forward. Austin Reeves has proven to be an efficient scorer from basically anywhere, shooting well from deep and making 43% of his mid-range shots. Here the defense will collapse on James, leaving Austin open for a triple. Here Austin Reeves gets a mismatch with a big, allowing him to blow by, and then like a hot knife through butter, Reeves gets by the defense for 2. Here out on top, Reeves uses the Jackson Hayes screen to get enough space to uncork a triple. Even off ball, Austin Reeves can be a scoring threat. Here off of a dribble handoff with Davis, he's able to knock down the mid-range jumper. Here with LeBron setting the screen, the attention of the defense is on James. James, and Reeves knows this, as both go to LeBron, leaving Austin open for a warm-up triple. But perhaps his most valuable asset is his ball handling. It's not like Austin Reeves is a flashy playmaker or anything, but he's a smart one. Here, Reeves finds some daylight in the mid-range, and once he gets the ball, he fakes the pass to Hayes, which opens up Christian Wood in the corner for 3. Here, the Cavs defense forgets about Hayes, and Austin was able to make this cross-court alley-oop pass. Here, Davis will set the screen and then roll. Giannis assumes that the pass is going to be made to Davis. However, Reeves finds Hachimura open for 2. Then the screen with Davis again, but this time he gives it to AD, who's good enough to make the floater off the bounce. Here, Reeves shows off his hustle, first getting an offensive rebound and then spraying it back out to D'Lo for a triple. When Austin Reeves is able to take the pressure off of LeBron for a possession every once in a while, it's a huge bonus for this Lakers team, and we should expect to see plenty of this under the new head coach JJ Redick. The third reason why the Lakers will be a much better team next season is because of the defense of Anthony Davis. For the majority of the last decade, AD has been in the conversation for the best big man in the game. But even though this claim has since slipped after the rise of Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid, he's still arguably the league's best defender. Attacking Davis in the paint is just not a smart idea, as McDaniels will think twice next time. Here, Kyle Lowry thinks he has a chance against Davis, and honestly, I don't know what he was thinking. Here it's Banchero who tries to use his strength to finish through AD, but Davis does just enough to force the miss. Even when he's not the primary defender, he can still come up with a block. Here, Jaren Jackson tries his best to lose AD with a spin move, but that was never going to work. You seriously don't want to challenge him at the rim at all, as here Bridges gets rejected. Davis also has some quick hands, here poking it free from Dort. Here Dante DiVincenzo makes a great play, getting space for Hartenstein. Against any other big in this league, this would have worked. However, Davis still recovers. Here with the game on the line against the Bucks, Damian Lillard tries to lay it home, but Davis has other plans. Here in the post against Giannis, AD holds his ground, forcing him into a turnover for stepping out of bounds. We always say that defense is a team effort. However, Davis at times was the Lakers' entire defense last season, as here he guards the ball and then also gets over to block the shot in the paint. If JJ Redick and his coaching staff can build a solid defensive scheme around Davis, the Lakers could have a top 5 defense in the league next season. There's no question that Anthony Davis has not been as good of an offensive player as he was when he played with the Pelicans. However, he's still a solid contributor, averaging 24.7 points per game last season. However, the efficiency was really not great last season for AD anywhere but the restricted area, as this graph shows, only averaging 0.75 points per shot in the mid-range last season. When we look back at his bubble years, this graph doesn't look much different, but the main difference is the corner 3-point shooting, which allowed the Lakers to space the floor more than they could have last season. From the left corner in particular, Anthony Davis was on fire, making 48% of his shots from downtown, which was a huge plus for that team. And when we look at his shooting numbers from the left corner last season, that number is all the way down to just 16% on only 18 shots over the course of an entire season. If Anthony Davis can get back to his 20-23-point shooting, the Lakers will be a much better team. The fourth reason why the Lakers will have a chance in the Western Conference next season is because of their championship pedigree. When you actually look around the Western Conference, it is stacked. However, the best teams don't exactly have that much playoff experience, let alone championship experience. The Denver Nuggets are the only team who are good and have won it before, but free agency was not kind to Denver, losing KCP to Orlando, and the season prior, they lost Bruce Brown to Indiana. With 2 crucial pieces gone from their championship run and nobody to fill the shoes, the Nuggets regress last season. And if they don't make a substantial move before the next season, I believe that they could regress again. The other team that still has its key pieces from championship runs is the Golden State Warriors. And personally, I don't believe this team should be taken lightly, as I explained in this video in the cards. However, with Golden State still without a proper center, I wouldn't be too worried about this matchup if I'm the Lakers. Sure, a team like the OKC Thunder have made great moves in the offseason, but personally, if the Lakers and the Thunder were to meet in the postseason, I wouldn't put it past LA to just be better because of the experience that they have. So I do believe that the door is open for this Lakers team to still make a deep playoff push. Don't expect this Lakers team to be great in the regular season, as if we look back to the 2023 season, they made it all the way to the West Finals after barely scraping into the playoffs as a play-in team. Do you think the Lakers have a real chance to win the title in the 2025 season? Let me know in the comments below.